Life in Indonesia is very different from life in New Zealand, and at first I found it very difficult to adjust. The world's things were looking different to everyone else. I'm about average height in New Zealand, but in Indonesia I was much taller than most people, and it made me feel very uncomfortable. One of the best things though was the food. I change in diet can be one of the biggest problems of moving to a new country, but for me Indonesia was not difficult from the point of view. I'm very keen on spicy food, and there's an Indonesia chicken curry called doendang that is out of the world. Climate can be another thing that people find is difficult to adjust to. I found working in Egypt was very difficult because the extreme heat. In contrast, living in Finland was hard because during the winter months the days are so short. But I work in the north. It will only light for about 4 or 5 hours a day in December. By the end, I was really good at cross country skiing though. Language is often one of the biggest barriers when you are settling in a new country, but I'm quite good at learning them. It hasn't usually been a problem for me. However, Japan was quite different. I had learned some spoken Japanese before I went, but I have tried to learn to write, so initially I was a bit nervous about going to a country where I couldn't read anything. Did it make life a lot more difficult for me? I couldn't read the destinations on the bus, or menus in the restaurants, or even road signs. Sometimes it can be very small things that you're not used to can make you feel the most homesick. For me in China, it was connected with eating again. I really love Chinese food, but I found it very difficult to eat with the chopsticks. I did learn eventually, but I still prefer a fork. One of the best things about my stay in China though was the professor I was working with in the university. He was really enthusiastic about his work, and that made my job very satisfying. Okay, well, enough about my experience. Have been mentioned some of the problems I faced. I want to look a bit more generally at how you can adapt to culture shock.